What is one of the most pressing environmental issues that Americans are not aware of? Nuclear waste disposal. So, how did this problem come to be? During World War II, the US was trying to compete in the nuclear arms race against the Soviet Union. The US quickly built many reactors to develop weapons, which led to an enormous amount of radioactive waste. With all this waste, you would think that the US would be careful in their method of waste disposal, but the US currently stores it at the nuclear reactors in which it was generated.
Currently, used nuclear waste is stored in either spent fuel pools or dry casks. Spent fuel pools are a liability because they were also used in Fukushima, and all it took was a natural disaster to knock out the reactor. In an event of an explosion, the waste is unstable and still highly reactive. Imagine if these spent fuel pools leaked. Inhaling plutonium and uranium can cause cancer or radiation sickness, which could ultimately lead to death.
Many options have been considered, anywhere from throwing the nuclear waste into the ocean or sending it out into space, neither of which are feasible or sustainable. So what's our best option at a sustainable waste storage method? To store it in a geological repository, which means to store it deep underground and far away from anyone. Deep in underground tunnels, the waste should be stored in copper canisters surrounded by clay so it does not contaminate your food and water. With this method, the radioactive waste will be safely stored from you and your community.
It seems highly irresponsible to store radioactive nuclear waste in containers in the parking lots of nuclear reactors, and the repercussions of this irresponsibility have already been seen in communities.
The sound of sirens at the nation's most contaminated nuclear waste site.
Gotta take cover.
Then the warning that went out across the Hanford Nuclear Reservation.
Take cover immediately.
The alarm from a partial tunnel collapse in an area where trains holding toxic waste have been stored for decades.
It's time for change. It's your turn to reach out to your local representative to push for the safety and health of your community. Visit the link provided on the screen to find out how to reach your state representatives today, because change starts from you.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.